we go, chat.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
1 month after the devastating Geth attack on the Citadel, humanity seized political control of the galaxy. Now the human-led council is forced to respond to evidence that the Reapers, enormous machines that eradicate all advanced civilizations every 50,000 years, have returned. To quell the rumors, the council has sent Commander Shepard to the Normandy to wipe out the Geth. They moved that way too fast.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time?
They damn well better.
I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle. You're still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
There's no time to argue. Go.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttle. I'll take care of Joker. Commander! Kate, go. Now. Aye, aye. Everybody in! Go! Go! Go!
Oh, shit.
Mayday! 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 This is SSB Normandy!
Come on, Joker. Come on, Joker.
Heavy damage from an unknown enemy! Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together. Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
Dude, don't be stupid. Let's go.
The Normandy's dead. Just like us if we don't get the hell out of here.
No, we just have to... Oh, no. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm.
Oh my god. It gives me chills every time. Oh, holy shit. Okay. Mass Effect 2 Genesis is an interactive comic that summarizes the events of Mass Effect 1. Would you like to review the story so far? Let's do it. Oh, baby.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. A dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest-looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld.
I like to believe this is
Liara
Shepard's
was able to
life
help me
flashing
decipher some
before
of
his
the vision
eyes
the beacon had
while
given
he's
me.
floating
Nothing
toward that
concrete,
planet.
but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I decided discretion was the better part of valor, and kept my focus on our goal, finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Ash was a good friend, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Caden. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. I'd never tell anyone, but I had my doubts. Leaving Ashley behind had hardened my resolve, but revealed a soft spot in my defenses. How many more friends and allies would I be willing to sacrifice in order to stop Saren? We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing.
Look at Garrus in that shot.
As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. the Council could be replaced. The fleets were needed here and now if we were going to defeat Sovereign. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
There he is! Oh! Let's go!
Something's wrong.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again. Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry!
Actually, no, Ellie.
Grab the pistol and armor from the locker.
We're back, baby.
You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to... Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
Oh, the combat in Mass Effect 2 is so much better. What the hell's going on?
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position.
Also, we don't have infinite ammo anymore. As you may have noticed.
Taking heavy fire.
Oh boy. We're not gonna do that yet. Oh my god. Go! That's why you play Vanguard in Mass Effect 2, baby.
Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear.
Holy shit. Be right back. I'm gonna go tuck Allie into bed. Thanks for being here, friends. We're gonna get out of here. We're playing on Insanity. Be right back. Yander, thank you for the 50 bits. Yeah, Vanguard is badass in Mass Effect 2. So we're gonna have some fun. Oh shit.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Oh.
More reinforcements heading your way. Grab the grenade launch.
Happily.
Take the elevator down.
Woo! We get grenade launchers.
Hurry! Get to the door. Run! You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to beat you.
Thank you for the reinforcement, Miranda. I need those words of affirmation. Cerberus laptop. Access data logs.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
No, I have never had that issue, Gappy.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Dude, turn around. Not good. Okay.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Oof. Where are we?
Hostile! Get over here.
Who dat?
On guard. Grab them!
What are you doing here? I thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Dude, I just got a few questions for you, man. I know we're under fire, but you got to tell me what's going on, man.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
What? 2 years?
I'm having some trouble wrapping my head around this.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Oh, what? What happened to my crew, man? Like, 2 years?
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips.
That's fair.
But I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
That's a long time, man. That's a long time. All right, Jacob, help me out, man.
Taking fire.
Falling back. Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
I want to know where my people are, man.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know where they went?
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
That's probably like first on my docket here, man.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
I gotta tell you, Shepard being as calm as he is in this situation has always been mind-blowing to me. Last thing Shepard remembers is his ship blowing up, his crew just all over the place. He's floating down toward a planet, runs out of oxygen. Next thing he knows, he wakes up in a lab with people he's never seen before and gets told by this guy who he doesn't even know that he's been dead for 2 years. Yeah. I mean, the wake up, I mean, I don't know if it's just that he's still under sedative, but man, you being able to stay calm in this moment, I'd have so many questions. I'd have so many questions. Where am I? Who are you? Why did you do this? How was I dead? Do I know, like, how was I found? I want to know everything. Obviously, I care about my people, so now tell me more about what happened with me, man.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
Like what?
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
really gets into a philosophical conversation about where you is, you know? Like, I still have my memories and my thoughts, even though my brain was rotting.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Can't even imagine how expensive that would be. What's happening now? Like, why are we under siege in the moment here? Give me a sit rep, soldier. I gotta get back into my soldierness.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
Yikes. Tell me more about you. Who are you? Can I even trust you?
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security.
What is this?
Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
I want to know what this is.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
Nope. Doesn't sound great, though.
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
Would love to know more about her, but we should go.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
Who is this guy? I'm sorry, I have so many questions. I need answers. My brain is haywire right now, not understanding anything that's happening. I never would have conceptualized this being a thing that would happen to me. I need answers.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on, the service tunnels are this way.
After you, man. Well, I will say this, Gappy, that there is kind of there's absolutely a phenomenon where when people are in crisis, they will actually stay calm. Especially if that's what the situation calls for. So it's not a rare phenomenon. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised because Shepard's got training and stuff, but it's just amazing, like, given how extreme this is, that Shepard's just like, okay, I'll take this in stride.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Wilson, find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't lead straight into an enemy squad.
Just keep looking. They found me. Help!
We're coming, man.
Where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Server room B. Jacob, I'm gonna need you to show me where to go. I don't know where these server rooms are.
Shepard, down here!
Oh, what's up, man?
Bastards got me in the leg!
We need to get off this station.
I'm not going anywhere till someone fixes my leg.
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Got it. Hold your mouse over the Unity power. Got it.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life.
I understand, Ellie. There's nothing I can do to fix it.
Even now, I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
Dude, you guys, whatever drama and beef you guys have, I don't want any part of it. All right, I don't trust any of you assholes. So, look, can we just figure out how to get out of here?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead or she's a traitor.
Oh, way to give your hand away, dude. Wow, she's either dead or she's a traitor. That's a very interesting conclusion for you to jump to. Guilty conscience much? So, you know, there's this very interesting phenomenon, which, you know, in the way of projection, where when people think that somebody did something or is capable of something that doesn't really fit that person's profile, it means that that person has thought of the idea of there being some way of being a traitor. Like, he's come up with that idea and has solidified it enough to bring it to our attention. As far as what Jacob told me, who's been trying to bring me back, and I did see her, so I know she tried to bring me back.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few.
You can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles. The fastest way to the shuttles is through those canisters.
Something feels weird. Also, DL, hello. I wanted to let you know we got your card.
Okay, we took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Oh. Hell no. All right, so Cerberus was that human extremist interest group that was doing all those crazy experiments that also was... You remember when we ran into Toombs? And he was on a cruise with us, and Toombs said they ran all these nasty experiments on him? That was Cerberus. Cerberus is also who was doing experiments on those husks and those Rachni and all that stuff. They are a human extremist group. So, you want to talk cognitive dissonance here. This is literally the ultimate form. I can't possibly think of another example of just how extreme this would be for Shepard. So it's this like terrorist extremist organization that we went on a million missions to fight and stop because they were wreaking havoc across the system in the interest of humanity. And now we owe the fact that we're even alive to them. Oh my God. And now I have to sit here in this moment while we're already under duress and piece that together for myself? I mean, look at me. I went catatonic. I literally froze. You want to talk fight, flight, or freeze? Now, we have an option here. Do I assimilate or do I accommodate? Assimilation would be me jamming this experience into a previous expectation, meaning that I would say, like, I'm around for a very bad reason. I am a Cerberus pawn. This is bad. Maybe I'm not even me. Or do I accommodate? Do I perhaps change my expectations of Cerberus? Perhaps they are benevolent. Perhaps they actually do care about humanity. Perhaps I owe something to them. Maybe Cerberus isn't so bad after all. What a ridiculously difficult decision to make. DL, yes. Allie got the card on Saturday. I was waiting for you to come into chat so I could say thank you. Absolutely wonderful of you to write that note. She loved it very much, so thank you for sending that. Wow. All right. Why would they do that? We know who Cerberus is. I'm not going to play dumb here. Why on earth would Cerberus be invested in saving me?
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then, they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what.
Appreciate that, man.
Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
The elusive man? I have to give this guy credit, though. I appreciate honesty. He didn't have to tell me that, and he probably had to have known it was going to piss me off to hear that. So I do appreciate him giving me a heads up of what's going on. That is probably the best nugget of information he could have possibly given me at this point. Who is the elusive man? Who are all these people that you keep bringing up to me as if I'm supposed to somehow know who these people are?
The elusive man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kind of stuck.
Oh, so it's not the name on his birth certificate. Okay. Guys, he'd better have answers, man. I don't like this. I don't like that I mean, I like this because I'm alive. I like that I have my life back. I don't like that I've been brought back. This is like... Oh, he better have answers.
I don't care what his name is. He just needs to answer my questions. All of them.
Spent a lot of money and time bringing you back. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to tell you whatever you want to know.
It's not much far.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Hostiles detected.
Yeah!
Power.
Yoink! Did that Vanguard charge? So sexy. Please reconsider your aggressive attitude. You're really about to say that shit to me right now? You guys are attacking us. This isn't my fault. Really? There we go.
Excuse me.
Excuse you. Oh boy. Jacob, can I get a... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Put myself in a tight spot there. Wait, did the load really just wipe out those enemies? Ah, okay. Good thing I died.
sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Cool. I mean, I'm glad they brought me back, but... By the way, the quick save notification is not as blatant in Mass Effect 2 as it is in Mass Effect 1, so you won't see me quick saving, but I am in the habit of doing it, so... Just so y'all know.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
What the... What? This happens too often around here.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
Oh, wow. Super Chip, that was actually the 4th game of the playoffs. The Knights are up 3-1. And yes, I did see that. And Purple, we have no idea who killed me. We just know that our ship, the Normandy, got attacked 2 years ago. And then I was like rotting on a planet and they found me and brought me back to life. She's always right. I did have a sense he was lying, but what are we doing here?
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
She's icy. Holy shit. Remind me not to get on your bad side. Look at her. She's not even flinching at the fact that I'm holding a pistol on her. Eesh.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Would love to. Would love to. What have you been doing? I need to know more about why I'm even alive right now.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
Are you flirting with... No, okay. Hold on. Why? Why'd you do that?
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Ah, good. That sounds... See? That sounds like Cerberus. Remember that assimilation we were talking about back then? You know, obviously he's got some kind of plan for you. What a way to get me to do thine bidding. Now, this is going to be as we currently understand it, I would like to illustrate for a second something that is very important, because this is something that affects all of us on our daily lives, not to the extent of being brought back with limited resources from the grave, but when people do nice things for us and then expect that we somehow do things in return. I didn't ask to be brought back. I didn't ask for that. I sacrificed myself on the Normandy. I let Joker go into that escape pod. I died. Okay? That was my decision. I died. You brought me back using your money on your own volition. I had no part of that. Am I appreciative of the fact that I now have my life as a result of that? Yes, I am. But let me tell you something. I'm not about to be indebted to you and do thine bidding, particularly if it misaligns with my own values, just because you brought me back to life. I didn't ask for that. I didn't say, I'll do you a favor, Cerberus. You bring me back to life. I'll do what you need me to do. I'll join the cause. No. This was a one-sided proposition. So I'll be very interested to talk to this man, because I'm not going to just do what he wants. It's been 2 years. You know how much shit happens in the galaxy in 2 years? Look how much shit happened in what, like a week? In Mass Effect 1? Come on now. You have any tips for fostering reciprocity without being manipulative about it? Just boundaries and dynamics come as they are. Yeah, no, like, if you have a part in a request that you make of somebody, then yeah, you know, do you need to make good on maybe your end of it? Sure. But communication is important. Expectations, sharing those expectations clearly is important, particularly before you commit to something. I have no idea, Everett. It's scary, right? I have no idea what I am. What did Cerberus put in me? Do I even have a choice? Am I indoctrinated in some kind of weird synthetic human created way? Everything is legitimately, everything is possible. From everything I saw in Mass Effect 1, everything is possible. This would be scary as shit if I was Shepard. I would be so frazzled and mixed up trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I mean, I could be a dick here and say if I don't come along, but I need to come along, obviously. I'm not going to just...
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Is it just me, or does she seem kind of disappointed that I'm standing here? Like, I'm getting weird vibes. If I was her and I devoted 2 years of my entire life to resurrecting this man, and now he is standing before me and he's combat ready, you'd think she'd be a little more excited. She does not seem thrilled that I'm here.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or two, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to, again, 2 years?
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a colony kid. Lost your parents when slavers hit Mindwar. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
Oh, I do. Also, I don't perceive her as having a lack of emotion, Purple. I'm reading her language. Her language and the inflection of her language and her interesting edginess around me, at least to me, reads as disappointment. I don't know that I'm correct. I don't have a chance to actually ask her about that, but I don't read her as having a lack of emotion. She's a little cold in the decision she's made, but... yeah, it was painful, man.
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
I left her behind because there was a bomb that we needed to plant in the base that needed to destroy the Krogan genocide cure. Ashley was in an anti-aircraft tower. That was a little bit less useful. Now, I was never particularly fond of Ashley. She was fine. Caden's kind of similar. Like, we're cool. The mission called for that. All right? It was that or we die. So I had to make the call.
Being in command means that sometimes you give orders knowing that your people are going to die. That can't affect your decisions. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
2 questions? That wasn't even that hard. 2 questions about like 2 of the most important things I've done? Do you think that's the idea of being overshadowed by her project or not feeling as useful anymore? I don't know. So the thing is, I don't want to infer too much into what I think her intentions are because I don't think that's fair to her. I would want to ask her. I'd want to say, hey, you seem... Like, if I was Shepard, I would say, hey, you spent 2 years trying to bring me back and I'm back, and you seem a little unsettled by that. Is that true, or am I not reading the room properly? Like, I would ask her.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
So you can customize your armor in this game, which makes me so happy. Okay? We are going to, just very quickly, we are going to change the color of my suit to purple, as one does. Ah, good. We're gonna go for that sweet matte finish. The casual appearance, I think we very obviously go with this. Creators don't like having their projects out before they're ready. Maybe she wanted to give you a better tan first. That's fair. That's fair. No, we're not full purple. Purple accent. Wait a second.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
What exactly do we know? Very interesting.
And what exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one man, one very specific man, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
This guy's had 2 years to prepare for this meeting, and I've had all of about an hour. So he has me at a complete disadvantage. Like, he's just so chill. How you doing? How you doing, buddy? I've been watching you for 2 years. Great to see you. I am skeptical. I don't know about any of this. So I don't need you to be super buddy-buddy with me. I need answers.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
What are the other reasons?
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol.
I'm an idea.
And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
So I am... Yeah, I'm an idea, apparently. I'm assuming I'm what... I don't know this to be true, but I'm assuming that I'm what Cerberus probably wishes they were. That people would look at Cerberus and go, man, this is awesome. This is humanity moving forward. But they've done a lot of stupid shit. I'm also a little bit weary because he doesn't specifically say what I'm a symbol for. And if he's using me to try to give Cerberus more leverage with the public or favor of the public, I'm not particularly into that.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
The Alliance is overwhelmed by the responsibility you gave them. They're too busy building relations to put resources into verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
What? Oh! Well, what a pleasant surprise. Hello, Ica. Hello, friend. Welcome in. I'm going to zoom out really quick and welcome everybody in. And I just want to say really quickly, first of all, Ica, I love you, buddy. Thank you for the raid. Very cool of you to bring so many people over here. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all follow Ica. If you don't follow him, go do it, like, immediately. He's a good friend of the stream. He's a great guy. Now, those of you coming along with Ica, hi, I'm Dr. Mick. I'm a licensed couple and family therapist. I have a PhD in human development, and this is Game Sessions with a Therapist, where we play cool games, talk about mental health, psychology, therapy, and more in an effort to destigmatize those things and bring information to people who wouldn't otherwise have it in a responsible and ethical way. I am currently playing Mass Effect. We are doing a Mass Effect run. I finished Mass Effect 1 last night. We're starting Mass Effect 2 today. We're very early in the Mass Effect 2. This is my 10th time playing the Mass Effect series, but I am playing this as a blind playthrough, which means I'm trying to preserve the sanctity of the run. So, this is a spoiler-free place. It's spoiler-free chat. That includes asking questions about what I will do at certain points in the game. So I just ask for those of you that are going to stick around through the raid and hang out with us, please, if you know what happens in Mass Effect, please do not spoil it. Don't ask questions in chat. I am acting my way through this in some cases of trying to be as engaging with chat as I can be. I think the unique part of watching me play this game is that I am analyzing all the dialogue, all the decisions. Some might say overanalyzing, but I'm trying to use my therapist brain to bring some interesting content to everybody and illustrate some concepts through this game, because I absolutely love the Mass Effect series. So we're very early in. We have just found out that we have been awoken from a 2-year death, basically. The beginning of Mass Effect 2, we actually died, and we have been brought back. And we are now currently talking to the person who orchestrated the entire thing and bankrolled all of it, called the Elusive Man, and we're trying to get answers, and he's not being particularly good at providing them. So again, thank you all for coming along with Ica. I really appreciate it. Sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. We've got some incredible people that hang out here. If you like mental health content, I encourage you to follow me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. You can get great, ethical, responsible mental health information to your platform of choice or platforms of choice, and it also does it does a lot for supporting the stream. So I can't believe you've never played Mass Effect, Ica. I think you'd like it. That surprises me a lot. It's great. So Martin Sheen voices the Elusive Man, which is kind of cool, and he does an excellent job at it, as he tends to. So Thank you again, Ica. Love you, buddy. So we just learned that the Alliance is basically dealing with political collateral. They're not actually acknowledging that that was a Reaper, which is actually very disappointing to hear. We also can't take this at face value. Like, I can't necessarily believe everything this guy's saying. I don't know that he has reason to lie to me. I don't want to also assume malintent. But if he continues to be cryptic, I'm going to be worried. If he gives me good answers... And yes, West Wing is excellent, Ica.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
I don't want to give him the satisfaction of me believing what he's saying, so I'm going to just ask him, where do we start? Like, what's the deal here?
If you're after the Reapers, just point me in the right direction.
Miranda was worried you'd be resistant. She's not usually wrong. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
I also will say that one of the ways that I am trying to navigate this specific moment, but also if I'm thinking ahead of how I want to navigate the dissonance of this Cerberus shit that's going on, is I also want to be unexpected. Because I really think that's one of the only ways that I can maintain a sense of power and autonomy. The thing is, they've spent 2 years poring over me. They know my psychological profile. They know all my biological profile. My sense is that they probably have an idea of like how my decisions have amounted to patterns over time, so they probably can anticipate the way that I'm going to handle this stuff. I think the Elusive Man's not surprised that I'm skeptical. He probably knew that was going to happen. So if I take a little bit of control by being just a little bit unexpected in how I respond while trying to ensure that I'm still sticking to my guns, I think that's going to be better for me in the long run. So that's why I'm kind of going with him here. As he said, Miranda said you would be resistant. It appears that she was wrong, right? So now I've surprised him. That gives him maybe just a little bit of a sense of doubt that he fully understands me and my intentions and all of that stuff. And I think that's important in a time like this. What were you expecting, man?
What do you think I'll find there?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need to send you. Find any clues you can.
Fair.
Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Level 5. To upgrade your powers with squad points, click on a new power level, then click purchase. Below your portrait, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, yeah, they completely streamlined this in Mass Effect 2. What's the difference between bringing you back and just a clone? It's a great question, Purple. I don't know the answer to it. Assault Mastery. Yeah, we're going to need this. Someone say they streamlined it a bit too much. I mean, they really went from RPG to action RPG. That's for sure. But here's the thing. How do we know that a clone wouldn't have my memories? If you have the exact same brain matter, because all memories are neural pathways. That's all they are. So if you have the exact same neural pathways in a clone, technically there's a chance that they could have the same memories. I don't know how memory works well enough to, fully confirm or deny that, but I mean, really everything comes down to biology. We're just hunks of meat and atoms. If you have the exact same anatomical structure, I mean, it gets into the whole thing of like, is our brain actually in control and it's just conceptualized some sense of self, even though it's not actually that, and we're really just doing our brain's will, but it feels like it's us and all that stuff. We get very existential very quick. Well, this isn't an insta-clone Metroid. This is 2 years.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Ooh. Ooh, this is what I said. I told you all that I would say... This isn't how I would bring it up, though. I wouldn't say you sound jealous. That's a little bit confrontational. That's... By the way, if I say this in this way, that's me taking my judgment and just thrusting it upon her instead of being curious about it, right? So if I could say, like, hey, I sense, or at least I'm perceiving you as jealous, that's me taking accountability for my perception, instead of me saying, you sound jealous, and then putting her on the rears. Because if she's not, if she doesn't actually feel jealous of me, she's not envious, now she has to respond in defensiveness, and I don't know that I want to do that. I think I probably need to... Just remember who's in charge feels a little bit not great. I'm just gonna stare at her for 30 minutes. Okay. No, it's a good point, Deward, right? Like, but I have been curious about her emotional experience to this point, so it is the one that I'm gonna go with.
What's the matter, Lawson? Worried you're not his favorite anymore?
Ooh.
I've proven my value to the elusive man. Let's hope you're able to do the same.
Ooh, that was not even remotely what I wanted there. Okay. Look, is there a problem here? Because if there is, I'm gonna need to know what it is.
For someone who spent 2 years putting me back together, you don't seem real fond of me.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
I'd like to know more about why you're into Cerberus so much. How good is the minibar in your suite?
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
That's not... Oh, she is starting to sound... You know what? You know what? She's starting to seem like a person who's been doubted. She's a person who's been doubted. So she's getting out in front of this. I said nothing about your qualifications. I said, tell me about yourself. Nothing about qualifications, which tells me that her qualifications and maybe some level of insecurity about those qualifications is at the forefront of her mind because she's perceiving that question in that way. This is why language is really important, friends. Actually listen to the language that people use. If you get all wrapped up in your own shit, it biases the way that you hear what people ask and say to you. She just let on a whole bunch of what's going on for her in that one little question in response to what I said. I just said, tell me a little bit about yourself. And she's immediately on the rears, which tells me that's a learned response. That is a learned response. Somewhere down the lines here, she has been questioned constantly about her qualifications. Thus, she's assuming that I am another person who's asking about those and challenging them. We don't know if it's because she's a woman. We don't know if it's because of the background she's got. I don't really give a shit about your combat prowess. I want to know more about you specifically. Will you let me in, or are you going to stay guarded here?
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
I'll respect those boundaries. That's fine. Thank you for stating them so clearly.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
All right, spit it out. Come on.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Okay, well, then I'm very glad that you didn't do that. This guy's sounding a little bit... She could be lying. She could be lying. But I'm glad... Hey, I'm going to take it at face value. Again, friends, remember. We're not going to be super predictable here.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Yeah, okay, me too.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Okay.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I respect that. Shepard, you could be a little more chill there, but whatever. Okay. Let's go talk to Jacob. He's a little more pleasant.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I'd like to just say thank you. I don't know that I want to go here.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
Okay, so he's been honest with me. I'm gonna be honest with him. I'm not sure. I don't know if I can fully trust him yet. I appreciate that he told me that I work for... I'm glad I didn't walk into a buzzsaw and find out it was Cerberus. So that's nice. But I also... There's still too much I don't know. So I don't know if I trust you, but I've appreciated your honesty to this point. So if he's going to be honest with me, I'm going to be honest with him.
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
So why did you join them?
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. The old council was dead, and humanity took control of the new one. But nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
I can respect that. I mean, I can respect that. So this is a guy that likes to get shit done. Okay. I like getting shit done too. So you clearly don't like the Alliance. And I'd love to know more about why, because my time in the Alliance was a lot of like Admiral Hackett coming over the comms telling me what to do.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
Like the keyboard?
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Hopefully Freedom's made a lot of progress.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Oh yeah, I forgot about these. You get these cool little mission summaries. Shepard escaped attack on the facility along with operatives Taylor and Lawson. Facility destroyed by remote detonation. Salvage teams will ensure no incriminating data survived. Per Miranda's recommendation, I'm running security sweeps on other cells to ensure that Wilson has our only mole. Wilson was our only mole. Regardless of the cost, Project Lazarus was a success. Shepard is back.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
I'm gonna need some information first.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Does that really mean I'm in charge, though? Kind of sounds like the elusive man's in charge. What happens if the elusive man sends you a message that says Shepard's not in charge anymore? Am I still in charge? Who's actually in charge here? There's a concept called explicit and implicit leadership. I'm being told that I'm the explicit leader, but the implicit leader here is the elusive man. This is happening because the man allows it. They are following me because of the elusive man. They are not. Now, granted, they may follow me, they may not. But if the elusive man pulls a command that goes against whatever it is that I say, I would be interested to see if they would still follow it. Give me more info.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. And we've got no target to go after.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
You can tell which one of them's military. Because I just said what the directive is, and she immediately questioned it, and he's like, yep. That's fine. I'm watching you, Miranda. Watching you. Freedom's progress, baby. Fully equipped. We got some new weapons. Cerberus has provided you with additional weapons. That's nice. Grenade launcher. Pistol. Pistol. Why do I have 2 pistols? Ooh. Nifty little planet here. It's a little dark.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Sure does. What do you think, chat? You think we find survivors here?
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
All right, so I'm curious, while we're running around here, those of you that have never played Mass Effect before, if this is your first time going through this, how do you feel about the fact that I got Cerberus resurrecting me? Like, do you guys trust Cerberus? You feeling okay about it? You feeling weird? Where are you at? I want to know what y'all think. I've been talking about my reactions. I want to know yours. A little weird. All my years of sci-fi movies tell me they'd be way sketch. I just want Shep to be able to get back to his crew and figure out what's happening. Very weird, but the fact that they didn't put a controlling chip in is kind of nice. Even if it was for the wrong reasons, I don't trust it. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Helping us was a good thing.
Oh. Hear that? Sounds like Fenris mechs.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at this point.
On target. Target down. Drop.
Pull him.
He goes. Perfect. Incoming. Shoot them before they take out the shield. Friendly fire. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh boy. Oh shit, that thing blows up. Oh man, you know what? It's been a while. I completely forgot that Shepard has this very weird stagger in this game. And it is a pain in the ass to deal with.
Strange.
I completely forgot about that. So this will be interesting. I also forget. Oh boy, the interface is just so different. Okay, Jacob's got pull.
Get over here. One less.
Charge him up.
Shoot them before they take
Pull
out the shields.
Stun him.
Overload Miranda. Oh, wait a minute, she can't.
Firing now.
Jesus! Oh my god. I don't have grenades, Gappy.
Hear that? Sounds like Fenris mechs.
Good night, Purple. Well, you have him in the launcher, but I don't want to use that yet. We just gotta play smart. I just gotta get back in the. I gotta get back in the rhythm. Just gotta use all the abilities. God damn it! God damn it! Fucking dogs. How did I do this? You know, I do not have a sniper. No. So this is gonna be tricky for a minute here. We'll get it. We'll get it. This is the hardest part of the game right here.
Hear that? Sounds like Fenris.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the colony.
Garbage pistol here. Nope.
Get over here.
We're gonna back up. I don't like that area.
Attention right.
We need to be smarter. Get back. Get back, Shepard.
Shoot them before they take out your shields.
It is indeed Metroid. A little bit tricky, but that's okay. We'll get there. Gotta play it smart.
Gotta hurt.
I can't get behind any of this stuff. Good night, Divide. There we go. Not having range is going to be tough. Playing this as a... I will say playing Insanity as a Vanguard is going to be really tricky.
Enemy down!
Hostile!
Woo! More?
Damn it, Shepard! Got
there we go.
Someone reprogrammed him to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Who's here then? We got it. We got it done. We're good. Oh man, this again? Boom. A little bit more variation in the puzzles in this one.
They've seen us.
God damn it, guys. For those who wondered if they still get in the way, the answer is yes. This is not the pistol I want to be using. No! I gotta stop using the scroll wheel for this. That's right. You know, when I did my Insanity run on this, I did it on New Game Plus. So this will actually be very interesting to do this on a fresh run. I believe, though. I believe we can do it.
Stop right there! Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Oh, it's me, baby.
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
Look, I didn't have a choice. They brought me back. I'm literally alive because of them. You'll notice that my armor still says N7 on it. Okay? Okay? I'm not wearing Cerberus gear.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Why would I ask why he came here when she just told me? Have you found him?
If Vitor survived the attack, he may be able to tell us what happened.
That's the hope. We've seen him, but he might not be in the best state to answer questions. He was injured and, nervous around...
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Well, you should join me. I'm back, baby. Let's go. We'll get the old crew back.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship.
Oh, yeah.
Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
This is such a dumb question. I know why she hates Cerberus.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Good to be back. Kinda. I come back and I'm already in shit, but, you know, whatever. It's fine.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Oh, yeah, we will.
We've been spotted.
No shield. Jeez. I need stronger shields, man. Damn it. Didn't mean to click that. Whatever, it was only 2,000 credits. Guys, get out of my way. Thank you.
Use overload on them.
Woo! Incendiary ammo, baby. Just have to be patient. We got to use all of our skills. Not bad. We're fine. He says that this crewmate dies. Jesus, I need something with range.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected. This.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Yes, we can. Chad, I also just want to say thank you all for being here tonight. I really appreciate you spending time with me while we play some Mass Effect 2. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying playing it, getting back in the rhythm. Also, for those of you that stuck through the raid, thank you so much for doing that. Very, very kind of you. What's up, honey?
There we go.
Oh, you missed that I died. And then was brought back to life by Cerberus. Had a conversation with a guy called the Elusive Man. And we're now on a mission. We don't know the full extent to why we're here, but other than there are people that are being abducted and we don't know why.
We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Okay. Head kit. Thermal clips. Yes. Give me those.
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
I love how they call him my henchman. Get your henchmen to the waypoints. Oh, man.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Sure is.
Overload will take out their shield.
Ooh, baby. And Jacob's literally worthless right now. Actually, oh. Alright, now it's time for a grenade. Oh, shit! Alright, now we gotta get through its armor. Maybe Miranda can overload that?
Overload deployed.
No. Yeah, that's right. Ring around the rosy, baby. Good night, Shane. I don't want a Unity yet.
Popping failure. Defense systems active.
Ooh. Nice and easy, Shepard. All right. Miranda, warp him. Yeah. Oh. And if I'd have died to that explosion, that would have sucked. Welcome back, Jacob. Ooh.
Good work.
Thank you. Good night, Skog. Give me those credits. Refined iridium. Take that. You all right, Tally?
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Okay. Noted. Let's take a gander here at this mech.
Now what's this?
Heavy weapon ammo. You must recruit a head scientist to build this.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide.
Monsters?
No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Hey, you're safe, buddy. We're good.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Mechs will protect. Swarms coming. Storm coming. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Keep talking, man. What's going on? What are the monsters? Can you, like, describe them?
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
A collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
Not even me.
Hey, basic fella. Welcome in.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Thank you for the raid. I really do appreciate it. Welcome in. We're in our early stages of Mass Effect 2. We finished Mass Effect 1 last night. It's a spoiler-free run. There's lots of over-analysis.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Interesting.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
Thanks, buddy.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Tally, why don't you come with us?
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
What do you gotta do? Maybe I could help.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
Good. Okay, so we either give Vitor to Tally, but we get his Omni tool. Omni tool has data that perhaps we may not even be able to analyze. We may need Vitor to actually analyze it for us because he's the one that collected it for us. So if he comes with us, we have an opportunity for him to be interviewed. At the same time, that may be super overwhelming for him. I don't really know why we couldn't just bring him back. Or do we leave him with Tally, take the tool? Maybe it takes more time. We're going Omni tool. Best I could do.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omni tool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vidor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
Yeah, I don't burn bridges, dude. I don't really need to be confrontational with him. I really don't. What about the data?
The data from his Omni tool should be quite useful.
We're still analyzing it. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
He says very matter-of-factly.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Everybody keeps talking about this Omega-4 relay. Never heard of that before. Can you give me some info?
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Oof. Why are they going after humans? Do you know? You got any ideas? So now we've learned about this new species. They normally just take mundane items, but now they're taking humans.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
You're asking me? I don't know.
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
I find it fascinating that the collectors pay with credits. I have a sense that you're not telling me some stuff, though, because you're way too calm right now.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
He is very passively, through careful language, trying to create an emotional and functional alignment between the two of us. He says you and I so casually, but that's a way of trying to sort of like allure me into a sense of a shared mindset. You and I believe this. You and I are in it for this. You and I. If you're not careful, if you're not paying attention to that stuff, over time, it actually can be pretty alluring. You start to believe that you have the same motivations as this person, and you may not even question it. So, I'm watching you, elusive man. I need some help, man. It took the entire fleet to take out Sovereign. We can't take out like a whole bunch of these with what we currently have.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I had a good team, man. I hope that they're the people that I've already had.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Don't you tell me Garrus changed his allegiance.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Oh, it doesn't bode well.
Where's Caden Olenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
So he obviously is not going to be thrilled if I'm with Cerberus. If we manage to find him.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Chichanka is the Krogan homeworld.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
He does seem to shoot straight. I gotta be honest. He's not telling me things that he thinks I want to hear. And I do have an appreciation for that. But it does seem like we're kind of playing chess, he and I.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
I guess now we know that the Elusive Man's not the Shadow Broker. I kind of had I had a thought that maybe the Elusive Man was the Shadow Broker, because he seems to have a lot of information on things.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm also a Spectre.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good. What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night. Good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Oh, hell yeah. Good night, madame. Collectors confirmed as source of attacks on Freedom's Progress. Quarian survivor Vitor returned with Talizora to find the migrant fleet. We'll examine his Omnitool data for anything useful. Yeah, you guys like my hoodie?
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Why don't you shut up? This is my ship. No, that's a good point.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Oh boy.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I mean, AI is like strictly forbidden, so are we now running an illegal operation here?
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Oh, the galaxy map. Cool. Never used one. Use your private terminal to get status updates on your squad. Armory, good. That's going to be helpful. The elevator. Gotta love when your ship has an elevator. Your personal cabin. Acquire the professor to research upgrades for your squad's equipment. Well, that will be useful. This Morden Solus guy sounds important. Oh, look how beautiful this is. Let's check our private terminal. Check the status of your team. Unread messages. Oh my god. We got a lot of messages, chat. Let's read our emails. Email reading simulator. From Counselor Anderson. Hey. On the off chance that the rumors are true and you actually are alive, I need you to come talk to me on the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put us on top, and it's only fair that you'll be allowed to speak for yourself about what we've been hearing. Okay. Deal struck with Zaid Masani. From the Elusive Man, Shepard. We've reached an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus systems, and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You will find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee. I've taken care of that personally. Hey. Madame, thank you for gifting that sub to Space for Dan. Appreciate that, friend. From Project Firewalker, Commander, the MSV Rosalie, a survey ship with Cerberus connections, has gone missing. The survey team was field testing a new prototype, the Hammerhead Planetside Exploration Rover. In addition, scientists Dr. Manuel Case and Dr. Robert O'Loy are aboard the MSV Rosalie and conducting research for us. We need you to find the ship, her survey team, and the doctors. The MSV Rosalie was last seen near planet Ziona. Okay. Normandy crash site located. From Admiral Hackett. Commander Shepard, our scans in the Armada system have turned up something we thought you should see. The final location of the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. We thought this news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to place the monument and be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. If you find any signs of those lost crewmen, we ask that you report it to Alliance so that those heroes' families might find some closure. Godspeed to you, Commander. Cool. From the Elusive Man, Shepard, it occurred to our armor technicians that you may not want to show your face everywhere you go. They sent by a hood that Cerberus issues to its covert operatives. It has additional microframe functions that you may like. The hood's in your quarters. Neat. Overlord. Shepard. One of our cells just went off the grid without explanation. Project Overlord has been experimenting with highly volatile technology, and I need you to investigate. Their work is extremely compartmentalized, enough that I can't divulge operational details over this channel. You'll find them on the planet Ite, Typhon system, and the Phoenix Massing Cluster. Please use care in this matter. Shepard, we recently had an incident involving the Geth at one of our outposts in the Skillian Verge. Don't worry, I'm not sending you off to chase anything down. Our operatives waged a highly successful battle against a Geth scouting party and credited the success to a new advanced electrical shock device that we finally let them take out of the lab. Since their unit is being reassigned for some rest and relaxation, I thought you should take custody of the weapon in the meantime. The weapon is called an arc projector. I sent it to the Normandy's armory so you can examine it for yourself and use it if you deem it worthy. It's gone through plenty of tests that indicated overloads kinetic barriers and synthetic enemies particularly well, but laboratory demonstrations are poor substitute for actual field reports. We know it works. Now we want to see what it can do in the right hands. If all goes well, we'll use your tactics to train other operatives. Cool. I'm going to do the DLC as it comes up, Anonymous. Well, not necessarily as it comes up. I'll sort of pick my order, but I'm going to do some of the DLC interspersed throughout the main quest line. Shepard, at great cost and effort, we have tracked down the master thief Kasumi Gato and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She's unequaled at stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable to you in your mission. Travel to the Zakira ward on the Citadel. There you will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual. Input the password Silence is Golden to begin the rendezvous. Cool. Ascension Financial Services, your account. Hello, Commander Shepard. Thank you for submitting your updated medical documentation. Your status has been changed from deceased to alive. After deducting modest administration fees for closing the file, the subsequent change in status, and the reactivation of your account, you have a remaining balance of 317,496 credits. Thank you for banking with Ascension Financial Services. We look forward to working with you. Are you protecting your greatest assets? We'll find the best life insurance rates and coverage to fit your needs. Reply for a free quote today. Cool. I like how I've been upgraded from deceased to alive. Can we claim our own life insurance? It's a good question. A very good question. I want assault mastery, so we're gonna wait. Wow, we got a lot to do. All right, so we got some dossiers. We've got dossier, the Master Thief. Kasumi Gato is not the most famous thief in the galaxy. She's the best. Trained in the arts of stealth and infiltration, she has acquired artifacts and information from all over the galaxy and yet maintains a completely clean criminal record. She's awaiting rendezvous with Shepard on the Citadel. The Veteran. Zaid Masani is, without a doubt, the most feared mercenary and bounty hunter in the galaxy. His services have been retained by Cerberus at extremely high cost. He is currently awaiting pickup at Omega. While they never completely supportive before, it may still be worth contacting the Council and inform... Oh, wait. Hold on. The Professor. Dr. Morden Solis is a Solarian biological weapons expert whose technology may hold the key to countering Collector attacks. He is currently operating a medical clinic in the slums of Omega. The Warlord. A brilliant and Dr. Okir. Millennia of combat and strategic experience, rumored familiarity with Collector technology. A brilliant and brutal Krogan warlord who fought in the Krogan rebellions. Dr. Okir has become obsessed with saving the Krogan people from the genophage and is believed to have contacted the Collectors in an attempt to gain technology to that end. He's currently in a Blue Suns camp on Corliss, though the nature of his relationship with the mercenary group is unknown. Good night, King. Archangel. Small unit tactical expertise, omni-tool expert, noted sniper. Archangel is a mercenary commander whose operations are noted for their tactical expertise and strategic brilliance. He's responsible for high-profile attacks on gang leaders in Omega and can likely be found there. Convict. Jack. Oh, Space Dan, sorry I timed you out. I didn't realize we had the dossier on Jack. I thought it was a spoiler. That's my bad. Exceptional biotic ability, criminal background, currently in custody. Jack is rumored to be the most powerful human biotic ever encountered. Very little additional data regarding Jack is available, except that the subject has a history of violence and should be approached carefully. Currently, Jack is being held on the Turian prison ship Purgatory. Cerberus has negotiated for the prisoner's release. Cool. Let's go talk to the crew.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
I don't know that I like any of these responses. Like, just a copy is, like, invalidating to Joker's excitement here. We can trust them for now is not entirely true. Although I do like the for now part of it. And also, this is too good to be true. It does feel a bit too good to be true. I just can't help but feel weird about this. We have this ship. Like, all of this is designed for us to get us excited. I'm skeptical.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us. We're staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
Good to see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather? Commander.
All right, enough of so now that you're in your leather seat and you're nice and comfortable, what do you think of the mission, bud?
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
I'm the glue guy.
I assume everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
It's got a mute, man. If you need to turn it off, turn it off.
If you don't want to hear it, turn the damn sound off.
Well, it doesn't change anything. It's still watching. Like some creepy kid staring at the back of your head in comp side. You just want to punch him, but he's special and he sets fires or something. Okay, a little too far there, but you know what I mean.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks. I remember this.
There's a story there, huh?
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Love the way he spins around. Look at all these codex entries. Good lord. What do you think, chat? Too good to be true? Or do you feel excited about this? Yeoman Chambers.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I don't need your help.
Find a way to burn off.
Thanks for the bits, Yander.
Don't you?
Pleasure's all mine.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay. I want you to call me Ryan, so that's fine. That's fair.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
It was a weird look. It was a look. Tell me about yourself.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What do you do around here?
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Is that all? Okay. Are you happy with your job here?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
I don't know that I like her Karen haircut. It's a little off-putting for me.
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
Yeah, but how do they feel about aliens?
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals. No. If you work for a human interest group that is as extreme as Cerberus, you have got to acknowledge your bias. You also have to acknowledge the way that we're going to be perceived by aliens. You can't pull this "I love everybody" bullshit when you work for an extremist organization. I don't like that answer at all. Like, that's a very, like, colorblind mentality. Gross. I'm not gonna be a dick though. We're gonna file that away in the back of our mind. Goodbye.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything. Welcome aboard, Commander.
I should go. You work for a... Yeah, no, you just...
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory.
That's so
where small
2021.
arms are maintained and upgraded. Using Omni-Tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Weapons locker. Come on, give me... Can I please have something decent? I definitely want the arc projector.
Hey yourself, pretty lady. Good morning.
Thank you for the follow, Andre. What's up, Jacob?
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
Yeah, all right.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
Go on.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I don't think in my entire life I've ever worn a pair of pants that made my ass look that good. I'm just saying. I appreciate your honesty, man. I really do. It's really endeared me to you.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
I'm not trying to objectify the man. I just, you know, come on. You wear a suit like that, you know what you're doing.
Commander, can I help you with something?
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else, Commander?
I want to learn more about these people so that I can make some informed decisions about where I take them and what I do with them.
What do you think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a biological agent on the Citadel. That's when I first met her. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel like you, but what's the saying? A good deed's like pissing yourself in dark pants? Warm feeling, but no one notices. The whole thing was hushed like they're good at doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
What a great saying. It's just so good.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
Hey, I respect that, brother.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
All right. Look at that. Let's just check out our ship. Briefing room. Okay. And this is quite the upgrade. Tech labs are closed. Okay. I want to go check out my personal room. Let's go look and see how swing. Oh man, I love that there's no load times on this. Thank God for SSDs. Medal of Honor. View trophies. Oh, these are all my achievements. Cool. Private terminal. Already checked. The fish tank. Oh, it's too bad Madame went to bed. Need to get a snail in there. Sound system. Select music.
Crew quarters. Let's go. Oh, God. You used to have to watch that animation for forever. Oh, it's so nice.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
You got doilies?
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Anything I can do to help? You got a good attitude.
You have everything you need.
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Dude, give me the list. I have to eat too. I don't want to eat garbage. If I can get Flamin' Hot Cheetos on the Citadel, I'll get them.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian.
No one steals
HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
Janitor and cook that seems a little bit yikes. I'm not going there. Wicked Bastard, what's up? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for bringing people my way. I'm Dr. Mick, licensed couple and family therapist. I have a PhD in human development, and this is Game Sessions with a Therapist, where we play cool games, talk about mental health, psychology, therapy, and more. In an effort to destigmatize those things and bring information to people who wouldn't otherwise have it in a responsible and ethical way. This is a spoiler-free run of Mass Effect. We just started Mass Effect 2 tonight. We finished 1 last night. This is my 10th time playing through the series, but we're playing it as if it's a blind playthrough. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride, and welcome in. Wicked, I hope you had a great stream. Thank you so much for trusting your community over with me. I appreciate it so much. Tell me what you think about Cerberus. You seem like a straight shooter.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
It's interesting to me that the chef knows about the collectors. I really thought that the collectors would be a little more on the DL. Seems like kind of a scary thing for everybody to know about, but okay, now we know.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
What a guy. I like him. Anonymous, thanks for gifting that sub to Wicked. I really appreciate that. Thank you, friend.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
I like this guy. Endearing. Who do we got in the medical bay? Could it be? Could it be?
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
What are you? It's great to see you too. What are you doing here?
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
All right, Chakwas, easy. I don't think you're a psychologist here. You don't know what this is going to be like for me. Okay? I literally died and was brought back, and I really haven't had a chance to process that with anybody. Nobody's asked me how I'm doing. Nobody's asked me how I'm feeling. Everybody's just saying, "Oh, you seem fine, Shepard." Good night, Anonymous.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
Cool. Love to hear that.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Cerberus ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I got connections. I can talk to the elusive man directly. I can get your ass a bottle of whatever you want.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Oh, I will find you a bottle.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Good night, Metroid.
How may I help you, Commander?
I'll see you later, Doctor.
I should go.
Commander.
I just want you to spin around in that chair a couple times. All right, so we got to talk to Chakwas. That's exciting. Who else we got down here? Miranda's office. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. It seems the AC is on a little bit higher in this area of the ship.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Yeah, can we chat a little bit here?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I want to know just all about him.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
Ooh. The answer to those? I think I'd have liked it better if she said, like, the parallel to those. Or is inspired from those. You're about to say the answer to? That suggests to me that they perceive those as threats. This is why language is important. The answer to those. Almost as if they perceive us as being, like, that we've been provoked. That we have to answer to them. That they're threatening somehow.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Where does he get all his money?
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
She seems to have, like, thawed a little bit.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
Yeah, what makes you... So, he had to have done something for her. And Miranda, tell us about the experiments with Arachni and Thorian Creepers, right? Like, I want to ask those questions. Also, my boy Toombs. Why'd you screw with my boy Toombs?
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions. Even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
Cool. Tell me about those genetic mods.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
I don't like this. I hope Shepard doesn't say the word perfect, but it sounds like you got some pretty cool shit going on.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
So, you know, it almost seems like because she has grown up with all of that, I'm guessing expectations for her throughout her life have been just absolutely enormous. Maybe to a point where she just consistently, because she's human, doesn't meet up to him, and that's why she's so defensive at the idea that we would question her. Like, she's probably spent her entire life trying to fight those expectations, which honestly can be pretty nightmarish for a person. You grow up with enough people looking at you going like, oh, you're gonna amount to something. You're gonna be a big deal. You're so smart. You're this, you're that, blah, 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 blah. You can actually lose your own individuality amongst that, where you start living your life in the lanes that other people have set out for you as opposed to the one that you blazed for yourself. In some ways, it makes me wonder, maybe Cerberus is an act of rebellion to join, or maybe it's a place that actually appreciates her for who she is. Because if she's grown up not meeting expectations, I don't know that that's the case, but if she's grown up not meeting expectations, and this is a place that says, hey, we think you're awesome, and we want you to be part of the team for these big-ass awesome missions, I can see why there would be an appeal there, from the very little we know about her.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Yeah, amen, Manatee. Can't the opposite also be true, where people, you mean like where people have no expectations for you? What do you mean, what would you consider to be opposite, FBS? All right, the crew deck. Men's restroom. Really? It's like 2187 and we still have bathrooms separated by gender identity? Like, this assumes that this is such a human ship. Let's have binary restrooms on a human ship when there's other aliens that we don't even know are in the binary. Gross. Oh yeah, so that can create a set of expectations too, FES, and sometimes that's motivating for a person to push past it. And to prove those people wrong, for other people, it creates an expectation where it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy and they do things that are destructive to amount to that. I think the lesson really to be learned in all of it is that the expectations and the narratives that we hear from people about ourselves growing up are very important. Very important.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Oy. That lady was kind of doom and gloom when... Engineering. Alright. What have we here? Engineering. Engineer Donnelly and Daniels.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
What's up, guys?
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Nice.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
And then you left?
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
Damn, man. You know what's... Oh, man. Nah. It's just so interesting because... there is so much disenfranchisement with the politicians in this. This is what makes extremist groups look appealing to people. When they get disillusioned, when they don't have the full context, when people they believe in get shut down. You know, like, this is where this does look appealing. Every single person here has joined Cerberus because Cerberus is doing something. And there's an allure to that. There's actual observable evidence that they're making things happen. But what people also aren't realizing is that Cerberus is doing this with unlimited amounts of resources and is not regulated. Regulation's not always bad. Like, regulation in a lot of ways can be quite protective of people. You know, Cerberus at any time can choose to do what it wants. And who knows if Cerberus's private interests are actually that of humanity. It's just an alluring way to get people in on the cause. You know, when you look at things, if you ever ask yourself questions sometimes of like, how do people join certain groups? This is exactly how it happens. Then it depends, Shelbs. There's a unique experience there. I mean, everybody has a unique experience. It's a hard one for me to answer, right? Like, then it comes down to which narratives did you pay attention to? What did you use to conceptualize your sense of self and stuff like that?
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
I like her.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
I can find that.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
All right.
I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
Look at that. Neat. I know, such typical attenuators. What's down here? Nothing. It really does, Munchie. I mean, just even the art design in this game is incredible. It did such a good job, man.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Have I? No, I haven't. You lying to me, Kelly? Look at that. Oh yeah, so what's kind of cool in this one is you actually get to fly around the galaxy map in Mass Effect 2, which I love. And then what you do is you go around to these planets, enter orbit, and then you get to scan them. Amorkin. A standard methane ammonia gas giant, Amorkin is the main source of helium-3 fuel for ships coming to or from Omega. Most of its fueling stations are run by criminal cartels who engage in cutthroat, sometimes literally, pricing wars. Amorkin is also widely known for its layover stations, where pirates in a hurry can find fuel, ammunition, intoxicants, gambling, and sexual companionship at any hour. So then they have this thing where, like, you can probe for materials.
In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles.
It's a little bit tedious at times, though. So I try not to, I don't want to spend, like, shitloads of time doing it.
Probe launched. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
It's a good question, Offworld. I don't know either. Now we get percentages on exploration, though, which is nice. I spent hours doing this. Seriously, me too, Munchie. Urdak. Urdak is a close-orbiting brown dwarf. Most red-brown dwarf binary systems have an average separation of 8 AU. The Sahabric system is about 12 billion years old, and it has long since used up the deuterium used to fuel fusion. So Urdak is not luminous like some brown dwarfs are. Urdak is a Class L brown dwarf with a relatively low temperature of 1,300 degrees Celsius, but its heat and gravity have made it unpopular for development. There are rumors that the heads of several of Omega's crime syndicates maintain private residences on various moons. Whatever the truth of the matter, battles between syndicate vessels are often observed around the ring plane. News outlets in Omega maintain satellites at Urdak's Lagrange points for real-time coverage of those battles, which garner high viewer ratings. Good night, Omega. Oh, shit. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so we have the Omega 4 relay, the mass relay. Explore the Normandy crash. I kind of want to go explore the Normandy crash site before we go to Omega. What's this? Let's see, Binder. If it were closer to Sahabric, Binder would have an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. In the deep cold of the outer solar system, however, both elements have long since frozen to the ground. It's a rich planet. So the nice thing when you played this on Xbox was that your controller would vibrate if you went over an area that had a lot of resources. And it kind of sucks that I don't have that now because of the fact that I got a mouse and keyboard. This is a very relaxing thing to do, though. Sit here and, like, probe planets.
Launching probe. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics. Probe launched.
What are the tips for grief of losing friendships? If people are alive and well, but some people don't want to be friends anymore, while other friendships have gone unidirectional or unidirectional, where it feels like the other person has stopped putting time and care into the friendship, prioritizing other tasks and people instead. Communicate with those people. You tell people how that affects you. You ask them if they're still interested in maintaining a friendship. Explain what your needs are if that's the case. If they're wanting to still engage with you. And you work together. If people aren't willing to reciprocate the effort that you want to put into your relationships, it's time to evaluate those friendships. Or at the very least, explain the boundaries that you're going to have as a result of the fact that people don't seem to be putting in the effort. But it's all communication.
Launching probe.
It's hard because different friends have different, there's different levels of nuance for different friendships, different reasons why those friendships fall out. I think sometimes being curious about the reason that people are no longer engaging with you is also important. Eingana. Eingana is a hot, beautiful, and deadly world, covered with the debris of ancient starships. Approximately 127,000 years ago, a series of battles were fought over it by two organic species, the Thoyahan and the Insanan, or the Inusanan. Although no records of the conflict remain, most historians agree that both races wanted to colonize Eingana, and neither were willing to share. The two lost hundreds of ships in a series of battles over Eingana and its moon, Baraya. Many of these were eventually pulled in by the planet's gravity well. The Mass Effect drive cores of these ships broke apart, dumping refined element zero all over large stretches of the landscape. This poisoned the environment, and a wave of extinctions followed. Many of the animal species that remain show a tendency to develop biotic powers. As the ecology of Eingana is energetic and aggressive, this makes colonization a deadly peril. Let's get some EZO. I also like the noise that EZO makes when you find it. You need these materials for upgrades, by the way, chat.
Projects. Element Zero is used for bioamp and Omni tool upgrades. which allows squad members who have biotic and tech powers to be much more effective.
So it is worthwhile to do this.
Probe launched.
All right. Unexplored. Taken. Orbiting closest to the F-class star Armada, Taken is a blistering, sun-blasted hell. Neither its carbon dioxide atmosphere nor its weak magnetic field provides any protection from the star's harsh radiation. Fortunately, Taken has few significant resources and is only notable for an unusual purple desert in the southern hemisphere. Thought to maybe be the result of eroded spessartite. Don't worry about it. What's up, anxious academic? Aurora. Aurora is essentially a great rock in space, tidally locked to Amata. Its only notable feature is a chain of craters stitching across the northern hemisphere, thought to be the result of impacts by a swarm of meteors. Aurora's low density suggests it contains no mineral wealth beyond common light metals. It maintains a tenuous atmosphere of krypton and xenon. You bet, Fernando, and I wish you luck in that endeavor, man. Angea is a typical ammonia-methane ice giant. Traces of chlorine in the atmosphere give it a distinct green tint. Penetrating scans have revealed large numbers of hollow, unpowered objects with dimensions of 3.14 by 12.56 by 28.26 meters circulating in the equatorial cloud bands. These objects appear to have sails or wings attached, allowing them to be borne aloft by Angea's winds. While they're too deep to be reached for study, popular conjecture in the xenoarchaeological circles holds that they are coffins of an ancient race who laid their dead to rest in the gas giant. Watermelon planet, that's right. With a lot of dead stuff. Alright, Altera.
Anomaly detected.
Altera's crust is composed of carbon and water ice. While low density, its large size allows it to retain a thick atmosphere of methane and ammonia. It's believed that if Altera had acquired a bit more mass when the Armada star system formed, it would have formed the core of a second outer system gas giant. Altera has 3 moons: Uluru, Wangina, and Biome. Oh, Fernando, thanks for gifting that sub, man.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Scans have found something.
Scans confirm the wreckage of SSV Normandy on the planet's surface. No life signs or mechanical activity detected. Stable landing zone located amid harsh crash site. Let's go.
Hey yourself, pretty lady.
Hey, thanks for the follow, anxious academic. Purple suit looking fire. All right, time to get some closure. Damn. And this would be trippy. It's been 2 years. I literally died. Dog tag. Collect the dog tags of fallen crew members to return to their families. Ugh, man. Brutal. Oh, man. We're absolutely wrecked. We got to figure out where to place the monument. All right, chat, keep in mind where you think the monument should go, because I'm going to ask for your opinion on it when the time comes. We're going to do a poll. And this thing's been crashed for 2 years. I'm kind of amazed that it's as intact as it is. This planet must not have that strong of an atmosphere. Why would a dog tag be inside of a crate? That doesn't make any sense. Whatevs. Refined Ezo. I'll take that. What do we have up here? Oh, wow. This is the galaxy map? Oh, geez. That's barely recognizable. Oh, God. Data pad. Entry 1. Unrecoverable data. Data recovered. Spoke to the commander about this. Corrupt. Corrupt. All these damned aliens aboard the Alliance's most advanced ship. I just don't trust them. Especially that damned Asari and Aquarian. What does Shepard think this is? A zoo? Yikes. Who do you think wrote that? Ashley. Yikes. It's not exactly what you really want to find here on her. Unrecoverable data. Blah, 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 blah. With the Quarian. It seems she's on some kind of pilgrimage trying to improve the lot of her home ship. I can understand that. I would babysit, unrecoverable babysit my children or anything, but if she has to be on board, I suppose that's not too bad. Oh, it's Presley. This is Presley's journal. I didn't even catch that. He did express some hesitation. He wasn't as much of a dick about it though. All right, for a while now, and I'm taking a look back at past entries in this journal. Unrecoverable, how blind I was at the time. I came on this ship firmly believing humanity was on its own in the galaxy. Corrupt. Shepard brought all these aliens on board, and there's no way we could have accomplished what we did without them. I'm proud to say, Corrupt, die for any member of this crew, regardless of what world they were born on. Hey, there we go, Presley. I have a question regarding anxiety or panic attacks. Long story short, I lost my mom back in October 2017. What made things worse was I was the one to find her. Since then, I've had terrible anxiety, which has often led to panic attacks. Through medication, I managed to deal with it, but since COVID-19 lockdown, it seems I'm suffering worse than before. I'm having physical symptoms of anxiety, such as the sensation of a closing throat. I feel like I can't get enough air in my lungs. What is your question, Anxious? Like, is the question, what should you do? Because I will say that that's a very hard one. That's hard for me to answer. Anxiety, there's all sorts of, you know, if you're already taking medication for anxiety, that's certainly one thing that I you know, I would recommend consulting with a doctor on that kind of thing, but you're already doing that. If it's becoming distressing to a point that it's impeding your daily functioning, it's worth talking to a therapist about. I will say that anxiety has this tendency, it's an input, and then we have this option of like what we say to ourselves about it and what we do with it. And it may be that there are certain behavioral habits that are making it worse, potentially certain thought processes that are happening that are making it worse, all of which probably could be replaced with something that's maybe a little bit more effective. But if you're noticing physiological symptoms such as like throat closing and stuff, I would recommend talking to the person who's prescribing your anxiety meds, or even maybe having a talk therapist to really go through that so they can do an assessment on what's contributing more to that. COVID has brought a lot of anxiety into the forefront for people in ways that they have not anticipated that it would. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not necessarily like a bad thing. It's just not fun to experience, but you're not alone in that. As far as like specific advice, I can't really give you specific advice in that situation because I don't know you well enough and haven't done like an assessment on you to be able to know exactly what would be helpful. Man, look at all these wires and shit. We're lucky it didn't fall down there. That would have sucked. Oh, you know what? I think the dog tags are so spread out because that's like the crew. Oh, man. The crew 2 years ago probably fell in those spots and have either been eaten or decomposed or... Ugh, that's grim. I still don't understand why there's dog tags in the crates, though. Who cares? This is where Ashley stood, guys. You remember those beautiful moments of her getting all jealous of Liara? Dog tags could be under the crates. That's fair. Great. There's always one that I can't. Oh, there we go. All right, chat. Where should I put the monument? We can put it by the Mako. We can put it by the galaxy map. We can put it by the cockpit. We can put it by really any of these major structures. Where do you want to put it? Also, I'm glad to see we were able to recover the Mako from the Citadel. It was so good to us. Y'all want it by the Mako? All right. Don't ask me how I had that in my pocket, okay? What a, like, beautiful giant monument that literally nobody's gonna see. Like, how many people are really gonna come land here and look at it? Okay, whatever. This is for us. This is grief for us. This isn't for other people. Seems a little small. He didn't want to go too gaudy. How exactly are 3 people supposed to get in the Mako? You just sit really close. Well, now we at least see the carnage of what happened to our ship. I don't know that I feel any better, but... A monument has been placed at the last resting place of the SSV Normandy on Alchera, and the families of all missing crew members have been notified of their ultimate sacrifice. Alright, well, at least maybe they'll get a little bit of closure. Dun, 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 dun. And we got a lot of shit to do. Let's explore some more of this galaxy, or some more of this cluster. Dorgal. The surface of Dorgal is an ethane-soaked mush. The planet hovers near the boiling point of the hydrocarbon and supports a diverse, if simple and slow-moving carbon-based ecology. The planet's gravity is strong enough to retain an atmosphere of molecular nitrogen and carbon monoxide, but the methane that dominated billions of years ago has long since been lost. Rich.
Probe away.
Alright, we got a lot of platinum. I don't know that we need to worry about platinum anymore.
Probe away.
Ooh. I will say I like doing this more than I like driving the Mako around trying to find the materials. I actually think if you do the mission in Mass Effect 1 where you get all the materials, you actually start out in this game with more materials than you otherwise would. If I'm not mistaken. God damn it, I said no more platinum. We just probed the shit out of that planet.
Yourself, pretty lady.
Hey, Leon, thanks for the follow. Korar is a small, lifeless rock blessed with significant deposits of thorium, used in radiation shielding and the manufacture of space frame alloys. A small population of miners eke out an existence on the surface, selling their ore at Lorik and praying that the intermittent raids by the Terminus pirate clans will pass their homestead by. There have been no children born on Korar since the infamous pirate raid of 2047, when every child on the planet was rounded up and taken as a slave. Any couple finding itself pregnant preemptively moves off-world. Yikes. Wonder why nobody gets... Why have that?
Anomaly detected.
Lorik is an extremely rare example of a habitable world circling a red dwarf star. Originally an independent Asari colony named Isan, it was annexed by the Batarian hegemony in 1913, causing a minor galactic incident. Man, I love how, like, this shit was going on while we're still, like, very early in our development. Despite several attempts, the local Terminus warlords have never been able to take Lorik for themselves. Lorik is a low-density world, composed of rock, light metals, and water-based crust. It is tidally locked to Father, with a sunward hot pole and a shadowed cold pole. Water on the sunward side evaporates quickly, traveling over traveling over the islands of the habitable Terminator Zone in the form of massive, fast-moving thunderstorms, and finally settling as snow in the frozen dark side. There are fears that the buildup of ice cap mass on the far side may cause axial reorientation over the course of several million years, but Batarian officials dismiss the idea as an irresponsible theory disseminated by counter-hegemonist subversives. There's 4.7 million people on this planet, and we have an anomaly detected.
Yourself, pretty lady.
Thanks for the follow, Salty.
Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point ACO 655321. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point ACO 655321. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon auto
Right, Liam? Everybody's just like, but that's the thing, is everybody's just kind of sweeping all that shit under the rug. It makes me wonder what's gonna happen when we get to the Citadel and how people are gonna respond seeing me. I gotta believe that word's starting to travel that I'm alive again. Signal scans detect a transmitter matching Cerberus encryption. It is registered to an unknown deep cover operative. Cerberus operative life signs unconfirmed. Other transmissions that match known Eclipse coded communications also detected. Well, let's land. All right, eyes peeled, friends.
You're up.
Whoa. Let's go incendiary ammo. That's gonna be super helpful.
Gotta hurt.
Wow, why is this so laggy? What's going on here? Oh, this is also the wrong gun. Need my other pistol. Ooh, some Solarians? And an Asari?
Mind over matter.
Hit her.
Now let's finish you off.
I'm gonna need Jacob.
Got it.
On my way.
Shield down.
Tear you apart.
Man, these guys just absolutely ripped through my shield.
Engaging hostile. Weakening their integrity.
Also, the recoil. Oh my god, I never would have thought that Mass Effect 2 was gonna have tougher to manage recoil. Oh shit.
Found that one.
Woo!
Enemy down.
All right, that's where the charge comes in super handy, man. Really, another one?
Mind over matter. Engaging hostiles. Weakening their
Oh shit. Hit her, Miranda. Hit her, Miranda. Buy me some time. Reload. I will say Miranda's pretty useful for fighting like diverse shield types. Oh, another one? Woo! Give me these thermal clips.
Understood. Good call. That's all of them.
It is indeed. What the hell's going on here? Why did we just get attacked? Got it. Some credits. We'll save. Oh, I forgot I have the arc projector. Holding cell bypass. Security console. Access logs. Subject ID. Interrogator. Corporal Giro. Subject. Cerberus agent Tyrone Rawlings. Eclipse targeted Agent Rawlings some time ago. We know Rawlings is connected to the encrypted data we acquired. The data could conclusively prove Cerberus's involvement in Rachni experiments. We believe Rawlings possesses a cipher that can be used to decrypt the data. Without his cipher, the data could take years for Eclipse to decode. Good night, Jugger. Agent Rawlings proved difficult to capture. Having insinuated himself on a ship bound for the Attican Traverse, he had won over the loyalty of the ship's crew who believed him to be a human dignitary on a mission of discovery. Our own agents managed to disable the ship and hobble its defenses long enough to extract Agent Rawlings. We lost a lot of men to obtain this asset. The data had better be worth the expense. The interrogation has failed. Despite some of our most advanced interrogation techniques, when we applied more invasive methods, he proved resistant to those as well. Eventually, Agent Rawlings' resistance caused tempers to flare. We consider it unfortunate that Agent Rawlings did not live to pass on the cipher. Ugh. We have men working to decipher the encryption now. As long as we control this data, its mere existence remains a powerful tool against Cerberus. So people are already out fighting Cerberus. Holding cell bypass. Oh, great. Great, great, great. Good. Jacob, yoink this guy.
Get over here! So you're done!
You can...
I've got him!
Good. Bring him over here. Good. And I'm gonna need Miranda back so she can overload this guy's shields. Oh man, this is so hard without like a sniper rifle or an assault rifle. I don't want to charge him. Get my shield back.
Incineration ray.
Almost there. We can yoink him as soon as his armor's down. I never really understood why armor makes a difference in terms of, like, Jacob's ability to pull him, but whatever.
Nice trick.
Good. Dead.
Eclipse! Mind over matter!
Yeah. Woo! What's going on out here? Oh, this is just where they came from. Refined platinum. I'll take that. Good.
Zero contacts.
Uh-oh. Dead guy. Creepy medical chair.
This computer contains the encrypted intelligence extracted from the captured Cerberus agent. The information could adversely affect Cerberus if it were ever circulated publicly.
Alliance, Cerberus, or yourself? Well, you're already forcing me to choose my alliance here. If we upload it to the alliance, we run the risk that nothing's going to happen to it, based on what people have been talking about with the alliance. We upload it to Cerberus, they get to hide whatever it is, or I just keep it and I decide what I want to do with it at some point later. I would probably keep it. I don't think I would upload it. Information could adversely affect Cerberus if it were ever circulated publicly.
Data received.
Cerberus operative Tyrone Rawlings was found dead. Encrypted data transmitted to Normandy for decryption and storage. Yeah. Yeah, that felt like the better option.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
From Edie. I have logged and begun decryption of the data you recovered from that Eclipse base on Lorik. Preliminary searches show that the information pertains to illicit operations in which Cerberus was involved over the last 5 years. Should this information be released, it could severely hinder Cerberus' ability to operate openly in the galaxy. It will take me a year or more to completely decrypt this information. Holy shit. Commander Shepard, the Alliance was grateful to receive the information you found at the Normandy's crash site, and we've sent it out to the affected families. By finding those dog tags, you have provided peace of mind for a lot of people, Commander. I thank you on their behalf. That's crazy. For an artificial intelligence to decrypt that is going to take a year. Wow.
We have used half our fuel.
I really wish that there was a way that they could have increased how many probes and stuff you held in this, but a year does fly by when you're having fun. That's true. Good point.